Hello there, this is Sandeep Arora here. Welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk to you about Claude Code and how to use it inside Salesforce. So let's get started. So Claude Code is an agentic tool. It's an agentic programming tool. You can think of it as a sophisticated co-worker. Okay, it's a collaborator. It's not like ChatGPT or Claude AI where you ask questions and you get an answer. You ask questions, it gets context and you get an answer. It's not that, right? Those are AI assistants. They are AI assistants. Claude Code is an agentic tool. What that means is it has agency. Okay, it can plan, it can gather context, it can trigger subagents, it can call tools, MCP servers. Once it has a plan, it has a full context, it can execute tasks and complete your mission. Okay, so here is how I like to look at it. It's an agentic coding tool. It can plan, execute, and improve code with minimum human input. Okay, so it's like a co-worker. Once you install it, right, it can work in a CLI or in your IDE. I'm gonna show you working it in a Salesforce with Salesforce in Visual Studio Code. Okay. Now, the way it works is it first understands your entire code base. Okay, it takes all the code base in context, it understands it, and then you can ask questions regarding the code. What's the code base about? What's the architecture like? What's the various files? What are they doing? And then you can give it complex tasks and it can execute them end to end. Okay, so the interesting thing is Claude Cowork, which is very popular in the past 1 week, was developed using this in I think less than 2 weeks. No human coded any lines. It was used using this tool. Okay, now let's take a look at. So when you give a prompt, right, it has an agentic loop. It gathers all the context, okay, and then it takes action. It verifies the results and it shows you the output. And you can interrupt the plan, you can interrupt the execution, you can first approve the plan, and you can steer it. Okay, and this is how it looks like, right? There is a model, this is the assistant. Okay, it has a model, this is the harness. Okay, it's the scaffolding. It has memory, it has access to tools, it has access to code base, it can call MCP servers, it can trigger subagents, and the loop is it gathers a context, it formulates a plan, you approve the plan, or if you're comfortable, you can put it in autocomplete mode. It takes action and it keeps going till the outcome is achieved. So let's take a look at Claude Code with Salesforce. Okay, let's take a look. Let's repeat this one more time. Claude Code is an agentic coding tool. Okay, it's an agent. It helps you plan, understand, and develop new code. Okay, now it can understand your entire code base, and then you can ask it questions and answers. Okay, you can give it a prompt, you can give it a command, and first it will get all the context, it will develop a plan, and then it will execute the plan to either refactor your code or build a new app or functionality. And this is how it works. You give it a prompt, it will gather all the context. Some of it is going to be from your code base, some could be from connected MCP servers. It has access to memory, it has access to tools, and then it's gonna formulate a plan. Then you approve the plan, and then it takes actions. Okay, now Coming back over here, it can, under the hood, create sub-agents to perform specialized tasks, and then it'll assemble everything for you and basically deliver the final product of your request. So that's a real agent. It has agency. Okay, it's not a simple question and answer tool. You give it a request, it has autonomy, it has intelligence, and it completes your request. It has access to tools via skills, subagents, and MCP connections. So today I'm gonna just show you how to understand your code, your Salesforce code base. Okay, so let's take a look. So here I am in Visual Studio Code and Claude is running. It's very easy to set it up. Just go to Claude Code webpage and just follow these instructions, and it's super easy to set up and install. Once you do that, come to your terminal and just type in Claude. You will see this. So now today we are going to use Claude Code to understand our code base. Okay. Now the first thing I'm going to do is let's see all the commands available. So I just want to show you the power of it. Today we are just gonna use it for the very basic understanding our code base, but as you develop expertise, you can use more and more of the complex agentic tools of this AI coding agent. So agents, what's this? So here, as you can see, right, you can create your own agent. So that means you can create sub agents which Claude Code can tap into, and then it has built-in agents as well. So let's just quickly go over Chrome. This is copy, desktop, doctor, div, export, a lot of tools. All right, so now let's do this. Okay, I'm gonna ask it to So I'm going to ask Claude Code to give me more information about this project. Let's see what it says. It's going to ask me if I want to proceed or not. And now what it's doing is it's reading the entire code base and it's putting it in context and trying to understand it. And then it's going to come back to me with what it thinks the project is about. And it's telling me, hey, use the plan mode, for complex request. So Claude Code has a plan mode, and you must use that if you're going to do big changes to your code so that you can see the plan, you can approve the plan before you start making changes. So here it comes back, and let's see what it says. Okay, so here's an overview of the project. This is the project. It's a Salesforce project, so that's pretty good. It understood that, right? And it tells me, okay, there is one custom object over here. This is the details of the custom object. And then I have a layout, I have a tab, I have some permission sets. So that's great. And then it's telling me, there are a bunch of folders, but they are not used yet. And it's telling me the CLI information, and it's telling me overall, right? This is an early stage project. Okay. So now let's just do this, right? I'm gonna ask it which org is it connected to. So it's asking me, should I proceed with this Salesforce command? I'm gonna say yes. It's gonna run it. I could have directly typed in this open command or list command of Salesforce, but I'm just showing you how to use the agent to do everything. And I don't know why it's taking so much time. Okay, it came back. Okay, so now it's telling me it did a list. These are all the orgs, and the one it's connected to is this one, SFDX21 big, and then it's telling me what is this? No, no. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tell it open the connected org. Let's see what it does. So now it opened up the connected org. This is my Salesforce developer org. So that's great. And I can see, I can see there's an agent over here, right? And I can also see, but for some reason, it did not tell me I have an agent. That's because maybe the folder is not refreshed. Okay. Uh, okay. So now, so far so good. All right. Now I'm gonna say, okay, give me more details about the custom object. And let's see. So I have a custom object, and we are gonna see over here. So basically, it's going and getting the details, and it's saying, okay, this is your custom object. This is the label, that's the visibility, the fields, and everything else. Okay, so that's great. And the object is over here. Okay, great. So let's do one more thing. I'm gonna say, can you create a new custom field? Okay, it's asking me relevant questions, right? So I'm gonna say date. No, I'm gonna say next steps. So, okay, so it says, okay, I've created the metadata, and now would you like me to deploy it to the org? I'm gonna say yes. And I don't want to add it to the layout, and I don't want to do anything else. So it's saying, okay, do you really want to deploy this custom field to the org? And I'm gonna say yes. So right now I've set it up so that it asks me for approval for everything. Once you get more and more expertise, you can set it to autocomplete. But for now, this is just a very level 0 beginner class on interacting with the agent to get information about your org, to do Q&A against your code base, and to do basic things just to get a comfort level, right? So it says, hey, you're deployed. I'm going to say yes. Okay, so let's do this. Absolutely. So it has added it to the org. And I also want to, add it to the layout, and I also wanted to add it to the permission set. But first, let's see over here, right? I'm gonna go to here, and here it is. Next steps. Okay, great. I'm gonna say yes for both. So here is something interesting, right? It's saying I'm going to update both files in parallel. So maybe under the hood it is doing two agents, sub-agents, and you see, right? It can show you the diff. Then it says, do you want to make this edit to this layout? I'm going to say yes and yes. Okay, now it's saying, do you want to deploy it to the target org? And I'm going to say yes. So as you see, right, it understands that now you have created a custom field. Okay, it's asking you, should I add it to a layout? Because that field, if it's not visible, is useless, right? Then it's asking you, hey, do you want to give appropriate people the permission for the field? So you see, it's intelligent. It's asking you Salesforce specific questions. And the fact is, you are talking to the agent. Okay, you are not changing the code base at all. So, it did everything. So let's go and check it out. All right. So it's over here. And I'm gonna just go to services over here, and I'm gonna go here. Let's see. Anthropic. Anthropic use cases was by tab. And if I go over here, so see, it added it. Isn't that cool? Right? It asked you and it added it. All you did is you're talking to your agent. So I think this is pretty cool. The one thing I want to ask it, hey, I see this agent over here, right? This agent over here, my agent for Skywave agent. But in the code, it didn't tell me about it. So let me just ask it. So I'm asking it, okay, can you retrieve any agents which might be in the Salesforce org? So clearly, this code base is not up to date and it needs to be refreshed. Some artifacts are not present. So let's see what it does over here, okay? And keep in mind, I'm using Sonnet LLM that might not be trained with respect to agents. So let's see. Okay, so it's saying SF project retrieve metadata bot Gen AI plugin. So it's asking me, should I get metadata should I get the metadata related to agents? I'm gonna say yes. So it's taking time. Okay, so finally it came back. All right, it took some time, it came back, and now it's telling me four Agentforce agents found and retrieved into the project. There are three, okay, there are four agents, and the first three are standard Salesforce provided agents. Skywave agent appears to be a custom agent built into this org. So that's great, and that's really true, right? So this is the agent which I created, and the others are, provided out of the box. So I'm just gonna tell it, okay, provide me details about the. So yeah, so basically it's providing me some information about this custom agent force agent. So again, the bottom line is what you understood today is you can use this agentic tool to get understand information about your org, and as you mature you can use it to develop code and build complex applications. Hope you enjoyed this. Thank you.